flex. Thumb down now. Check.
So what's your relationship with fading? I know it takes a lot and it takes a while to learn how to fade. Patience and time.
Right.
A lot of new barbers coming in and just looking at YouTube videos, just thinking they're just gonna get fading automatically after watching 2 videos or not. So what's your relationship with it? Like, are you like confident at that level? As far as like every fade is like kind of consistent. I know everyone can't be consistent,
right?
But I know even seasoned barbers still don't think that they have it down yet.
Yeah.
You know, because it's always that eye test plays tricks on you.
And you know what? I think that's the key word that you said, that not striving for perfection, but consistency. Because yeah, I could give someone a really clean fade one day, but if I can't duplicate at least the same amount of level to that, then it's like, well, what happened then? You just raised the bar so high to where it does get easier after each person, but to really understand your tools, understand that person's head shape, divots in the head, contortions, anything like that. Like it definitely does take time, but as it progresses, I feel like you just get more used to the challenges instead of like you just like cutting up for the first time. I mean, like you notice those like lines in the back of someone's head, you're like, oh, like as soon as I do that, it's just a huge dark spot. So then you like freak out. Like you just get more used to those challenges, I would say.
Okay. Did you feel like giving up at any point in barber school? Just like frustrated that the haircuts weren't coming out right? Because you know, as new barbers, you just wanted to just pop and look fresh, just like that. But like we just talked about, it's a process.
Yeah, and I think that I feel like I just barely started getting like actually enjoying my haircuts. Like to really, you need to have like that competitive like sports mentality where it's like you just have to keep on going and going and going. And at first, when you first start cutting hair, you're ignorant to like how much, like how clean it is, how whatever it is. So you're just like, oh, okay, like this is dope. Then you see someone the next to you, see someone on Instagram, you're like, oh, I'm trash. And then it was just like a complete up and down. And so like you get comfortable with yourself. You get comfortable with your clientele to where it's like, oh, yeah, you know what? Like now after trying out so many different things, you actually get the hang of it now. Yeah.
Okay. So overall, barber school was a good experience?
It was. I definitely met some good loving people, and it's nothing like it. There was nothing like it. I did like half a semester of community college, but like other than that though, like to really see so much walks of life and so much like different like age ranges and everything like that. I was like 20 at the time, so like I was like the little baby compared to like most people. Then some people were even younger than me, so just to see someone so dedicated with like a common goal, like it was beautiful. It was inspiring.
Okay. So after barber school, you took the state board after you got your certificate. So what was that like? Tell us about the state board process, because you were still under the same guidelines of the practical and the exam, right?
Yes.
Because I know they just are trying to phase out the practical and just give the exam.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like for you?
It was nervous. It was nervous, not because I was unconfident in what I was doing, but to have to be out there. If you're like a minute late, they weren't able to accept you. So you're up early, you gotta drive all the way out to Glendale from out here, which isn't so bad, but still though, it's a little something. And to have that room to where everyone has been in school for at least a year to 2 years. Now it's like it felt like your life was on the line. If I don't get this, I'm a fail. And to really just like have their nervous tension be on you, it was so hard for it not to like get to you. So even in the practicum, I just made sure to keep a straight face. Don't look to your left, don't look to your right. You've been doing this for well over a year. Like if you can't do a straight razor, like what were you doing the whole time during barber school? So like for me, it was just like accumulation of everything that I've put like my heart and soul into. And definitely that they called you up, whether you're a barber or Cosmo, and you had to wait in this long line. And I just happened to be the last person. So to hear the 4 people in front of me, I heard a pass and then like 2 or 3 fails like right in front of me. So I was like, oh no, like that's it, it's a wrap. I'm gonna have to go home and be like, well, I'll take it again next time. But to hear the instructor go, "Congratulations, you passed." Like, I was like crying in the elevator. There was no other feeling like it, just to have that weight off your shoulders and to know that this wasn't at a waste. Like, it was beautiful. It was a crazy day.
Like a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I didn't drive all the way out to Costa Mesa every day, work afterwards, then come home, do like 2 or 3 haircuts, go to sleep at 2, wake up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, then do it all over again just for nothing and everything like that. So to really get that was just like, wow, like, God is good. Like, this is where it's at.
Okay. Was the written exam hard? Or was I mean, I know you passed, but I mean, your perspective. How do you feel?
It was hard. It was hard because I don't know why, but mine just kept on talking a lot about facials, and I was like, what? Like, I know haircuts, I know like the disinfectant stuff and everything like that, but to like totally throw a curveball, it really made me like realize how much I didn't like study as intentional as I should have. But it wasn't as bad. I know cosmetologists have to do 100 questions compared to barbers only doing 50. So I was like, thank God for that, because if it was 100, who knows? But yeah, it was hard.
Okay, and the practical, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you know what? The practical was cool. Yeah. It was literally just like your haircut, your shave, you go to the woman's section and everything like that. It was all really straightforward with the practicum. You just can't make sure. If you look at someone and you're like, dang, like, am I doing that right? Like, hold on, like, let me try to fix it up real quick, and then you just start doubting yourself, and there we go.
Okay, so after all that hard work, school, passing state board, did you feel confident making the transition from school into the barbershop you're in now?
You know what? It took some time. It took some time to really get comfortable with yourself and with your skills, and like there's like as soon as you step into a barbershop, like, man, like, those dudes they know their routine, they know the clientele, and you're just this fish out of water. Like, oh my God. Like, it helped me a lot, because at my first shop, one of the boys from barber school, Max, he actually hit me up like, hey, our shop owner, he's on his honeymoon, just come kick it with us, come get the walk-ins or whatever. So to know I was going to a shop with at least one homie helped out so much. And then gradually just keep on getting more comfortable, better. It was like, now I could just cut it by myself, and it's cool.
What was your first haircut experience like, having your barber's license?
You know what? It was cool. It definitely wasn't bad. That first haircut was a little nervous, but then you're like, I've been doing this already. So it's like, it doesn't make a difference at the school, in the barbershop. This is what we're here to do. So it was good.
Did you take a picture with them? Did you tell them that they were your first one out of school?
Fake it till you make it. I can't. So if someone asks me how long I've been cutting, instead of saying 3 years, I'll tell them 4 years. Like, hey. You know what I mean? This is your first haircut? No, this is my 56th haircut. Like, yeah, whatever makes them more comfortable. I have to be aware of that.